Today is January 12th, and this is covered in the full swing of things. It's playoff season. 25-year-old quarterbacks leading their teams to the playoffs, including Stetson Bennett. That was crazy. Um, Absolute murdering.
The mailman delivers another championship to Athens. And yeah, I mean, it was an entertaining game if you were had any rooting interest in Georgia, whether that be spread or
Teaser.
the over or some sort of teaser. But oh my gosh, what an
Yeah,
ass whooping.
yeah,
Like
that
it
was
was it was like the if they would have ended this season for the semifinal games after that,
great.
perfect. Would have been all good.
Yeah,
That's the cherry on top of the season. So having something like this, it doesn't tarnish the season. It's just kind of like, ugh, you
but
know?
yeah, I mean, I think whoever was going in that game was they're gonna get it. Maybe not by 60, but whoever was in that game was gonna get it. Because
they're gonna get
even
clapped
though
now.
Ohio State kept it close and people are saying, "Oh, that was the natty," okay, that was the same team that lost to Michigan though. Michigan got beat by TCU, so I think whoever walked in to that game, it was gonna be a tough night.
Yeah. And I mean, like, of course, you have the people after the fact where they're like, Kansas State beat TCU on a neutral field. How the hell were they supposed to get it? Well, who else was supposed to get it?
Yeah,
USC lost.
yeah, to
And I mean,
Tulane too.
and then they
And
lost again to Tulane.
oh yeah, yeah, and you can say, well, they were motivated, but it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
That
you
doesn't
still
matter, right?
lost. Yeah,
Yeah, like who are the other ones? I mean, obviously Bama, just
it's like,
like
damn, okay, you should have beat Tennessee then, and you
yeah.
didn't.
Well, or their other loss, which was
Yeah,
another last second loss.
yeah,
There's the only way that we get out of this is by expansion because a team like
yeah,
TCU, they have their run and then they lose before the semifinals or in the semifinals in that situation, right?
right,
The Bamas of the world, they get to prove their worth because there's those extra couple games. Like
yeah,
it'd be like think about the NCAA March Madness. If you
yep,
just pick the four teams every time, the four best teams, it's gonna be lame. And that's what we're
yeah.
doing here. Is we got the four
It is
best
a lame.
teams, and the at one of these games, one of the three. It, recently, it's been two of the three, or all three of them are
Yeah,
lame ass games. So
yeah,
expand it.
yeah. Well, we're getting the expansion, which I think, yeah, maybe it did off those thoughts of like no matter who was walking in that stadium was going to get it, and the semifinals being awesome, you can prove your worth. I think that just further says yes, we need to expand just because those things can happen, and if one team makes it and they get a 60 burger hung on them, well, teams had chances to make it to the championship game.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. One, let's see, they expanded to 12. That's the next move, right?
Yeah,
So it would go from the top four would have a bye, and then
yeah,
there would be so they'd have one more game, right? That
right, yeah,
that's it. They'd have one more
yeah,
game. That's that's easy.
yeah.
Come on, you're Bama, you're Georgia, you're Bama or Georgia. You're gonna
Yeah,
win
you're
it
gonna get it.
anyways.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be
What are we
fine.
doing? Yeah.
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 What was also surprising was how young Georgia was.
Well,
Like,
stuff.
well, except for their quarterback, but they have some dudes coming back. I mean, it's bad. And I went to the all-star game, the high school all-star game in San Antonio, all these 4 and 5 star dudes. Georgia just continued to load up. Like it's
Yeah, they're gonna be
terrifying
fine.
to see. So the rich
No
get richer.
no natty hangover?
I mean, their next quarterback's probably freaking Heisman winner compared to Stetson. Stetson had a great career. He was a system quarterback, did what he needed to do,
Yeah,
and he won 2 championships.
he did. He did.
So did
And
Eli Manning.
I mean, that's true.
System quarterback.
He's
Tom
also
Brady.
he's
System
also as
quarterback.
old as Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert. I think there's one more in there, but
I mean, to be
they're all in
fair,
the NFL playoffs, so that's pretty interesting.
if you're Stetson, why would you leave? Because it doesn't get any better.
Also,
Like
good point. Good point.
it doesn't get any better than what you just were at the top for not 1 but 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Like, so what, you can go be a practice squad or a third stringer?
Yeah, I thought of it as kind of the senior that gets to go play JV because kind of stinks, but
Just smokes everybody. Yeah.
instead of going to the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey,
I mean,
congrats, Stetson. 2 natties.
to be fair, TCU wasn't covering anybody. I
No.
mean, there was a couple really good catches, don't get me wrong, but dudes were wide ass open. I mean,
Natty's rigged. Is the natty rigged?
I think TCU just sucks. They blew their wad on Michigan.
That was a joke. I mean, maybe you make the argument if they made it cut it to 14, but pretty tough to make the argument that the game was rigged when you got
Well,
16.
maybe you're right. Maybe they rigged it for Georgia to kick the ever living shit out of TCU so that
A lot of money on
expansion would get
TCU plus
pushed
50.
through quicker. Yeah.
A lot of money on
Mac.
TCU plus 50.
How much did old Mattress Mac put down?
I think
3
he had
mil?
$3.5 million on that game. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Edges and he can write it off on taxes.
Well, and he was going to distribute with quotes the winnings to his customers if they can't. It was a promotion, so it was like, if we win, you win. Come in and buy a mattress.
Yeah,
it's brilliant. He probably made $5 million off of the mattress sales and lazy boy loungers and all that shit. So
probably.
yeah, I don't think Mattress Mac's hurting after that one. He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, and because he won, I don't know. I was talking to an accountant. Shout out Mikey D. He's been on the show
Shout
before. Out. Baseball guy. He was saying that yes, you can write off your gambling losses, but only like if you make a ton of money doing it, which Mattress Mac did with the Astros. So he made like 42 million or whatever. So this 3 million, I think he can write off.
That's sweet.
That's hype. So maybe we just got to start making $1 million bets. Just write everything off. All losses. I was
gonna have to crank the old units up a little bit.
That's right. That's right.
New year, new unit max, right?
Yeah. We can say like the one play a day for social media. It's been hot. We're 8-3 to start the new year.
Hey, I can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that.
I mean, come on, what are you supposed to do?
And I think back-to-back positive nights. 2023 started off a little slow, but let's get after it now.
Yeah, now we go. Now we go. Well, probably got to at least have a little discussion about Covered Plus, right? I mean, what's that all about?
Yeah, we got Covered Plus going, right? So if you hop in the Chalkboard, can just be the regular one, doesn't have to be Covered Plus, but that's where we're going to be putting all of our picks free until March. And then after March, we're going to have some not giveaways, but like promos to get free Covered Plus, whether it's bringing other people into our Chalkboard or signing up through Thrive with our code, where not only do you get Covered Plus for 3 months free, you also get up to $100 matched by Thrive when you deposit $10. So not a bad deal all around.
It's pretty sweet. I mean, we're still going to be making picks. You just gotta be in the Covered Plus, which I think will be good for the people that actually follow our picks and want to have good discussion about it. Like it's going to be a great thing.
I think currently there's, I don't know, about 50, and we just opened it up, about 50 people in there. That ain't too bad.
You got to take advantage of it while it lasts.
You got to. You got to.
Free trial. And then March Madness happens.
Exactly.
Then it's on.
Then it's on.
Speaking of,
Not
we
looking
got
good.
to I totally forgot about it. We got to give away some money for our college bowl pool.
Yep, somebody was supposed to tell you to send money to the winner.
I literally had a reminder on my phone. Click check on it. Gone. So, yeah, that's on me. We will get the winner of our
Who was it?
I don't know. I gotta do the final tally. We had a couple people. No, we had one person. I think they were was not you. to be clear and transparent, I beat you, and that's the important thing. Well, we should have done a side bet, but I wanted to win the whole thing. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good competition. We had some good people in there. Nobody that did like terrible. I will say that the person that did take last went on a terrible streak to end the
it's tough.
Yeah, like the second half of bowl season. I think they went like it was bad, like 2-14 or something to end the bowl season.
They need to be in covered plus.
They need to start following some picks here because they certainly weren't picking right. So yeah, we'll have to get some money out. We're gonna have some more money giveaways, and let's keep this thing rolling.
Keep it rolling. Well, let's roll right into to Super Wildcard weekend. Saturday games. First, we're looking at the Seahawks and Niners. Right now, -10 for the Niners, and the total's at 42.5. How are we feeling about this game?
It's tough to beat a team 3 times. Is that how many times did San Francisco? That being said, San Fran's going to win. Now, do they cover? That's the ticket.
This is the thing. I do think San Francisco wins. Okay. This is going to be contradictory to what I have to say coming up in a little bit. But I do think Seattle covers. 10's a lot, especially in division. And Seattle runs the ball well. Also, San Francisco runs the ball well. But I do think Seattle can cover 10 or 9.5. I think.
Yeah, I got it 9.5, but I mean the odds are good enough for it to be 10.
By the hook.
Yeah, I agree with you. And it doesn't feel like this game should be in Seattle. I feel like these playoff games against the Niners and Seattle have always been in Seattle. Niners are host, and it just seems weird. I don't know. It's just different, I'm used to seeing the Niners up in cold ass wet Seattle during the playoffs. Maybe I'm just thinking of the Crabtree game
potentially,
but maybe that's the only one that I'm thinking of here. But yeah, I got Seattle covering. I mean, the Niners, they struggled against the Raiders to get it going a little bit. I don't think that the Niners are necessarily going to struggle. I just think, I mean, you've got teams that it's go time now. There is no look ahead games. It's like we have got to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me Seattle, barring any news. +10.
Yeah. Some trendy trends to go with this. Divisional playoff opponents, touchdown favorites or more, 7-12 against the spread. So that's in favor of Seattle. And then also teams with streaks, winning streaks of 9 or more going into the playoffs, 3-17 against the spread. So also favoring Seattle. San Francisco has been a wagon. Yeah, I like Seattle plus the points.
But not necessarily a covered wagon because they didn't cover versus the Raiders. Also, which plays into perfectly, I just saw this. 86% of bets placed are on San Francisco. Shocking. So licking our chops there.
Give me the Hawks.
Call or whatever they say.
Something like that. But then, yeah, we're moving into more of an intriguing matchup. I'm not sure which way to really go. I have a little bit of a lean here. Chargers Jags. Do you feel any type of way towards this one? Obviously, we're gonna have picks for it. It's the playoffs. You have to. It says in the Constitution, I think.
Yeah. I mean, the watching Jacksonville struggle against the Titans, and like Jacksonville's defense played good enough to win. Obviously, they scored the game-winning touchdown, right? Like they were flying around against a backup quarterback and against a team that was struggling. Let's call it how it is. I think the Chargers are one of those teams that are kind of getting healthy at the right time. I say that because Mike Williams just
Why was he
whatever
playing?
the hell happened
Why?
there. Like,
Why was he playing? Why is Staley still coaching?
We'll talk about hot seat. If the Chargers lose this game, don't be surprised if his ass is sent packing, because, like, come on, man, you got to be a better game manager than that. But I think, and maybe it's one of those, I'm addicted to the Chargers type thing. I think they go in and they get after the Jags.
Okay.
I think they do. So -2, I'm not scared of it. I think that here you go. Money line, Chargers, boom, -135 right now. That's all you need.
Chargers. Okay. Well, I was leaning Jags, not heavy lean, slight lean. I could be convinced otherwise. They just have a better rushing attack. Chargers rushing attack kind of trash. And then
here's what you're forgetting is that half of their rushing attack is throwing dump off passes to Austin Eckler.
That's fair. That is fair.
Trend something those stats won't tell you there, pal.
Something to think about, I guess. Yeah. So trend for this one anyway. Out rushing opponents you got to run the damn ball to win in the playoffs, right? Teams first round that run the ball better than their opponent since 2017, 40, 16, and 2 against the spread. Jacksonville does have a better rushing attack, but you make a good point. Dump offs to Eckler.
To your point, the Chargers rush defense is garbage. 28th ranked rush defense right now. Like, I do see that being an issue. So, hey, maybe.
But and then on the other side, home dogs. I had it somewhere. I don't know where it went, but home dogs do not fare well in the playoffs. So home dogs of 3 or less, 2,
home dog.
It's different for regular season. Home dogs, yeah, give me the points. Home dogs in the playoffs, don't want that.
Little spooky. 50%, 56% of the bets placed on Jacksonville right now. Also, shout out the Oily Boys.
What they do?
4 goals in the first period. So I sent you that bet.
You did. Yeah.
What else can I do? My only regret is that I didn't put the entire bankroll on that fucking thing. Good damn it. It's all right. We're cool.
Happens.
Fight to live another day. So yeah. But right now I'm leaning Chargers. I'm right there with you though. I could be convinced otherwise, but come on. It's Jacksonville. Come on. It's been a good season. They've been in the playoffs the past 5-6 weeks because they've had to win every single game. Like that wears a team out.
It
Chargers, that now they're getting healthy till fucking Staley put all his boys in against the Broncos.
Absurd thing to do. With no change in playoff implications either. Like, not a better seed. Nothing's happening. You should have hired guys from grocery stores in Los Angeles County and put them out there and protect everybody on the 52.
Hey,
but no.
Rest over rust.
I guess.
We gotta think about that.
I guess. Here's an under I like though.
Oh, okay. I could see it.
Also with the home dog adage, when there's a home dog, field goal or less, overs 12-5 since 2017. So I like the under. especially the way these teams kind of play. Yeah, 47.5 seems a lot for the Jags. So I like the under here. Not
When there's
official.
a home dog, the over is 12-5 or the under is
The
12
under
and
is
5.
12-5.
Okay, just
Yeah,
want to make sure. I'm like,
because it
that's
said five.
contradictory.
It said 5-12 to the over.
For the over. Got it.
So
Got it. Got it.
I
So that
I
plays
I
even
did
better.
that in my head. I said that means
Math.
it has to be
Hey,
12 and
that's
5 to
that's
the
great.
under.
I mean, banged up Chargers, Jacksonville, who the hell knows? I could definitely see the under. I mean, think about it. Playoff football in Jacksonville.
Ugh,
Just
that.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it, but
Well,
kind of a candy ass uniform kind of game too. You know, Jacksonville, they got to be wearing all black, right? Like the
have to.
Chargers will probably be wearing their
Powder blue.
piss yellow pants. Ugh, just gross.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I'm trying to think of the worst comp. I mean, they could both, like the Jags could wear the teal and the Chargers could wear the blue, so nobody knows whose team they are.
Who's who? That's a possibility for sure. Or I guess the worst would be like Jacksonville deciding to wear white jerseys and then the Chargers wear their dark blue jerseys, not even the powder blue ones.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But just don't, please. Yeah, so undecided right now on that. Stay
that
posted
one
for
that
that
one
game.
was up in the air.
We'll come back to it. But then we go into the next morning, Sunday morning, got Dolphins, Bills, and there was some news that came out recently. Tua's not playing. Line moved 4 points. It's Tua worth 4 points. Currently, the line sits at 13, and the over under is at 43 and a half.
Oh man, this one is yucky.
Yes.
The Tua is a huge, contributor to that
Points,
offense.
though?
Well, I think Tyreek's banged up too.
That's also true.
And he's worth 4 points definitely combined with Tua being out. Like if he's banged up, if he's one of those guys, he's like Lamar. If he can't go full go, worthless. Like they just can't go when those fast twitch dudes. So yeah, right now 91% of the bets placed on Buffalo. I mean, I could see this one being a total rout, like a team of destiny shit here. And Buffalo, they lost to Miami the first time, I believe.
I don't think they lost. Maybe they
sure
did.
The first time, because that one was in Miami. It was a weird game, and we were still trying to figure out if Miami was good or maybe that was somebody else. I'm pretty sure it was Miami. Anyways, you talk team of destiny vibes. I mean, what is it? Is it Orchard Park? Is that where the
in Orchard Park?
I mean,
here's
boy.
Here's where I'm getting a little contradictory with the numbies of earlier with the Niners. The divisional opponents, yes, they're divisional opponents, but no Tua, no Tyreek. So you got to take that into account. Home favorites of a touchdown or more. 36 and 38 against the spread. Now hold on, because that's a little skewed. If you think the Finns are going to win this game or cover by any means, take money line, because the teams that win
plus 600.
the teams that win are 36 and 20 with an average of 13.9 margin. So covering 2 touchdowns, basically. Teams with the spread greater than 10, double-digit spreads, 14 and 3. Doesn't matter if they win or just cover. 14 and 3 against the spread. The over-under, which I kind of like the over in this one, is 12 and 5. And teams cover by an average of 17 points. So I'm kind of thinking Bills roll here, circle the wagons.
This is it reminds me of, it's not going to be that big of an ass whooping, but reminds me of the national championship line where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you never know. You're talking backup quarterback and one of the best receivers in the league is not 100%. I mean, all roads lead to the Bills rolling, especially because the Bills did lose to Miami the first time.
Okay.
In Miami. Tua played. That was when that was the concussion game that he didn't get pulled from, or he got pulled and then he came back in. Then so
back.
Bills lost by 2 that game, and then Dolphins come to Orchard Park. Bills win by 3. That was that Saturday game. But that's Tua and that's Tyreek and that's Waddle, the whole squad rolling.
Yeah.
More I talk about, more like the Bills.
Right now, I think it's all Bills. Yeah, the 13. I'm not scared. I'm not
That
scared
one though,
anymore.
here's what I would say. That would be one that I do leave out of the teaser. That's one that I don't touch in my teaser because I could totally see some freaking backdoor cover bullshit where Miami scores late and fucking goes for 2 or something stupid. I could totally see it, and it screws your teaser, all that. I would take the -13 straight, and then I wouldn't touch I wouldn't touch it with the tasty tease.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't put the teaser on Miami either, for that matter.
Yeah. I mean, no. Because if 20 and a half, I mean, you could put it to 20 and a half with a 7-point tease and still like
look at what they did last year to the
if they put up
Patriots.
21,
Not good.
They're going. Yeah.
Not good.
So
But in fun stat, all of these games for Super Wildcard Weekend are regular season rematches. All these teams played each other in the regular season, every single one. So there's some good ish data out there, except for unlike this game where backup quarterback's playing.
Yeah.
Worth
10 points. Tyreek and Tua.
Yep. Confirmed.
Well, and it's not going to be a snowstorm. It's going to be cold as hell, but it's probably not going to be a snowstorm.
Hey, if I'm one of the Miami boys, I'm layering up. I'm grabbing me a sideline coat, and I'm pre-game, maybe even halftime. I'm booking my flight to Cancun.
Also, DeMar discharged from the hospital today. He's probably going to be at the field. He's probably going to be at the field, right?
It's over.
He's got to be. They're going to introduce him with the team. You know what? Just hammer the Bills right now. The more I talk about it.
I got it for you right here. Bills alt line -20 and a half.
-50.
You can get that at a reasonable +212.
DeMar did just get discharged, and there's no way he doesn't come to the game, right? Like, that probably introduce him.
He's probably going to be in a box, I would imagine. Like, they're going to have him in one of the boxes because I don't know if he can get around well or anything right now. I guess he was jumping up and down and triggered the alarm in the ICU.
Yeah.
For when they scored the kickoff return. So the first one. So Team of Destiny already put the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we both got futures in there. So this doesn't really matter for this game because with Skylar Thompson throwing the rock around, I don't think it matters. But the secondary does kind of worry me moving forward against either Joey B or Patty Mahomes.
That is a concern for another time. That's tomorrow's problem. Right now, kicking the shit out of the Dolphins, ride the wave, baby. That's it. Easy peasy.
The next game on tap, we have the Giants and the Vikings. Vikings currently sit as 3-point home favorites, and the total's at 48. How do we feel about this one?
I feel like this is a Giants game. Damn it. No, not what I meant.
Yeah, no, you do.
At the Giants.
Yeah,
I think it's a Vikings game.
No.
No way. Danny Jones. Nope. Yeah. I don't see it. Kayvon Thibodeau. Dog.
No. Yeah.
Name 3 other players on the team that aren't Saquon or Daniel Jones.
3 other players?
Yeah, on the Giants.
Galladay.
Does he still play for him?
Yes.
Is he even healthy?
Yes.
No way. That guy is gone. Retired. He's
He
with
only
Eli.
needed 76
Oh, that's right.
receptions the last week to get his incentive, and I think he got 3 and a touchdown. So there you go. So there's one.
All right, there's one.
Okay. Easy. Uh, Slayton. Darius Slayton. That's his name for sure. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think so.
And
You're crazy, man.
yeah,
You're
and
crazy.
McKenzie, the safety.
Yeah,
Xavier McKenzie.
no, not
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Give me
No. Okay. And then also, Minnesota can't run. They can't run the ball. They stink. This is the
Kirk time,
team.
baby.
This is
Kirk time.
no, it's not a morning game. So guess what? They're gonna lose. And Saquon's gonna run all over them. Rematch, revenge game for the Giants. Danny Jones might have 100 yards rushing too. So give me. I like the Giants.
Ooh, contentious. Well, is this one of your unders? Because this screams over to me.
No,
I mean,
this is not one of my unders.
this is
Thought
an
about
over
it.
game to
not.
me, and this is a fun over game because I think it's kind of like the first time that they played. You're going to have some back and forth, some late fireworks. I see this one. I see this one going over as well. Hey, and you know what they say? Tough to beat team twice.
Yeah, so Giants. Good job. Thank you.
No. I
Yeah.
thought the Giants ended up winning that game. They just covered. It was Saquon who scored late, huh?
That's
Damn it. I
right.
get those confused. We won. That's all that matters.
That's right.
That's
That's
all
right.
that
And we're gonna
matters.
do it again when we take the Giants. Plus 3.
I don't know about that. Kind of see this as ass kicking. You got a bunch of liquored up Minnesotans in there yelling skull at the top of their lungs.
Oh God. Yeah.
This ain't your grandpa's Vikings here, man. This is the new and improved Kirk Cousins. Yeah,
No.
it's on. It's on.
Kirk Cousins stinks. It's not the early window either, so no.
I think that's different this time of year though, because we're getting more light later on. Somehow that factors in, you know?
No way.
Yeah,
There's no way
up.
that's true.
I just talked
Whatever.
to a time
Stay
doctor
stay
about it.
tuned. We'll figure out this game, but it's gonna be the Giants and the over probably. And then we get to go into Sunday night, and it's the Ravens against the Bengals, which there's a Thrive promo, right? 1 yard for Jamar Chase, and Ravens secondary stinks. It stinks.
They want to stop the run. They're a typical AFC North team.
Yeah.
Like that's what they do is they stop the run, they run the ball, they want to grind it out. And the Bengals aren't your typical AFC North team. They have dudes that can actually catch it. They have guys that can throw it.
Yep.
Not saying that Lamar can't, but do we know if Lamar's playing too? That's the
Lamar
other
may
thing.
not be playing, and he's also
So this could
contract
change quite a
situation
bit.
where he's like, yeah, I don't actually want to get hurt. So, yeah, I mean, right now it's kind of all Cincy because even if Lamar doesn't play, Tyler Huntley's not playing either, and it has to go to Anthony Brown, which he played great last week. Yeah. So if Anthony Brown plays, that we might see this climb up into double digits, and this might be a Bills scenario.
Yeah. Great news. 90% of the bets placed are on Cincy, so that's gonna give you a warm, fuzzy feeling.
There we go. Love it.
Yeah. Right now at -8.5, I would be comfortable taking the Bengals. You can't count out a Harbaugh unless it's in a playoff game.
Yeah, but this
college
line, that's right. Well, yeah, this line may change. Either way, depending on Lamar news. If he's playing, you could get a better line. It's not.
I don't think it's gonna change a whole lot though. I could see it going down to like -8. Like I think that this is thinking that he's gonna play because I mean, there's so much money on Cincy already. I don't know. I don't think that it's I don't think you're going to see a huge change. Now, if he doesn't play, I think that's when you're going to see it climb into double digits. I'd be comfortable taking it right now at -8.5. Just going to place it right now. No big deal.
Gambling on Lamar not playing, basically.
It's pretty much parlay that together.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what you're
Lamar's
getting.
not
You're getting
playing,
better
8.5.
odds
There you
for lower points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are pissed, as if it wasn't already a revenge tour. They feel like they got slighted with the whole coin toss thing. Everybody's counting us out. It's like, I don't know, man. Everybody seemed to think that the Bengals were going to roll on that Monday
Yeah.
night too, but like, nobody's counting the Bengals out. The Bengals,
Yeah.
they're a terrifying team right now, and their defense has played well enough, and their offense is. I think they got a couple offensive linemen banged up, but I mean, they got some dudes where if they can get healthy by the time of the divisional round, rolling into AFC Championship, whoo-wee, they're scary.
They are. Yeah. I'd feel comfortable at that number with Cincy right now. Also, the total's at 40.5. I'm not sure
That's
about
because
that
the
one.
Ravens might not score a single point.
That's true.
Uh,
So 40.5. Cincy's team total over might be something to peak right now.
I can see it. I can see
Probably
it. I can see it.
28.5.
Well, you're gonna love this. 24.5.
Oh. Yes, please.
No
I think
clear.
so. I think so.
All
Play
right.
of the year, and it's only January. Maybe. Yeah. Joe
Yeah.
Burrow might throw for 500 yards, and Jamar might have 200 of them.
Predict the stat line. Jamar, 12 catches, 230 yards, 4 touchdowns.
There's the team. You're telling me this Bengals team is not going to light up the Ravens for at least 28?
I don't know, man. My
Vegas
one
numbers,
reservation
man.
is Harbaugh. If there's a guy that can get his team to rally, and how are they going to win that game? It's going to have to be defense. So defense is going to have to keep them in it.
Yeah, but their secondary is so bad.
This is also true.
T.
Not going to
Higgins,
argue that
Tyler
at all.
Boyd,
They
Jamar
also
Chase.
just played last week. Remember what happened with the Browns and the Steelers? Was that last year?
Are we talking about playoff teams right now or what?
Yeah, the Browns and the Steelers, they played each other at the very last game of the season.
Oh.
Steelers won, and then the Browns turned around and smoked the Steelers in the playoffs.
This one, no way. Not this time.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
No way.
Back to back is weird, though.
Integrity on the line, I will say the Bengals will score more than 24 points.
24.5?
That's so weird.
I hate
Gonna
that.
land on 24. What?
It'll land on eggs. That's exactly
that's
it.
Yucky.
Yeah.
No, I'll say integrity on the line. It's going over 24.5. They'll at least put up 28.
Put up 27 last week.
Yeah, there we go. Nope. 20. Yep. 28's the number. I'm saying it. Yeah. So Bengals and team total over right now. Not official. This isn't official. We still got ways to go with news and everything.
That's right.
That rolls us into Monday. Cowboys, Bucks. Bucks are 2.5-point dogs. Totals at 45.5. What are we thinking?
I don't like this one at all, but I gotta rock with the Cowboys.
I do too. I don't like it because you're going against the GOAT, but
I hate Dak Prescott too. Just everything. The one guy I do like, well, I really like CD and I really like Micah Parsons. Like those two, obvious. I mean, easy guys to like, right?
Yeah.
Pollard's pretty good too. Actually starting to talk. Yeah, no. Cowboys -2.5.
I'll take it.
Everybody keeps talking. I don't know. One dark horse Super Bowl team could be Tampa Bay. There's no fucking way Tampa makes it to the Super Bowl. Like if you watch one of their games, there's no way. It's Mike Evans, and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I can hear now. Oh, but it's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady. If Tom Brady, yes, if he wins this game, throw it back at us. I understand. Yes, it's Tom Brady.
Totally fine.
But
Warranted.
like, I mean, it's come on. All year long, it's Brady's gonna turn around. Brady's gonna turn it around. Yes, they made the playoffs in by far the weakest division in football. It had a 500 record, or were they 8-9? Either way, stink. No, 17 games, I guess, had to be 8-9 or 9-8. But yeah, at 2.5, I went over the home dog trends. It's not good for the home dogs. And also, this is the other under I like, which I kind of like this one more potentially than the Chargers Jacksonville one, just because the Buccaneers under has been a moneymaker, kind of like the Broncos, except for when they just want to decide in week 18 to play offense. That
blow
was
it
wild.
up. Yeah, let's score a bunch of points.
But yeah, Tampa, not very good at scoring points. They're also not good at running the ball, which went over that trend as well. If you outrush your opponent 40-16-2 against the spread in the playoffs first round, Tampa had the worst rush offense in the league. So give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I hope
there's a couple people chirping out there like the Cowboys couldn't even beat the Commanders at the end of the season. It's like, yeah, I don't know how much motivation there was to go into Washington and play a really good game at the end of the season for the Cowboys. Yeah, there is a lot of pressure on them, but I think the lights are going to shine bright. All you're going to hear about all the rest of the week and all weekend is how Tom Brady's 7-0 against the Cowboys.
Yeah. That is getting thrown out there quite a bit, which, hey, sports are rigged, you know.
Sports it, and also it's Tom Brady. I think he's undefeated against a couple, maybe more than a couple different NFL franchises.
Yeah.
That's just who he is. He's the GOAT, but you can't do it by yourself. And that's what this game seems like. And I don't know. I hate it. It's ugly. I swore never to bet against the GOAT, but at 2.5, yeah.
Give me the Cowboys.
Especially with the money being on, or the percent of bets being on the
because it's Tom Brady.
The Bucks.
Yeah.
That's
like,
exactly who it is.
So yeah. So right now, leans not official. You're gonna have to tune into the socials or Chalkboard, Covered Plus. Get in there. Leans. Well, we didn't decide. We're leaning Chargers. Undy there. Seahawks. Don't have a total pick there. Bills over. Then Giants, Vikings. We'll see. We'll see. See on that one. We might have to see each other on the battlefield on that one. You know, maybe we go our separate ways. And best of luck. Best of luck.
I can be persuaded. There is not a whole lot that I can't be persuaded on. This is definitely one of them. Persuade me away. Talk to me.
We will.
Tease me, please me, the whole thing. Who knows what's going to happen here?
We'll figure it out.
At the numbers right now.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for Sunday. Don't even worry. It might be a teaser opportunity. Teasy play with either one of those. But then we got Cincy, leaning Cincy right now, and their team total over. And then that takes us into Monday, and we're leaning the Cowboys and probably the under because Tampa doesn't really know how to score unless they throw 3 touchdowns to Mike Evans. But yeah, other than that, Super Bowl, you got the Bills. Are you still feeling comfortable with the Bills making the Super Bowl? Team of Destiny.
I mean, are we talking making or winning it?
Winning. Make and win. AFC, we got the Bills in the AFC, right?
Yeah. That's our Super Bowl pick from the AFC to win the Super Bowl from the AFC. So, yeah, I mean, Team of Destiny, come on, in light of recent events.
Yep. Let the conspiracy theories, let them fly.
I will say, other AFC team that is scary is the Bengals because of their defense. The Chiefs' defense doesn't scare me.
Yeah, well, somebody on this program said they would stink this year, and they have not stunk. So I really hope they don't. I really hope the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl.
I don't see it. I mean, yes, it's Patrick Mahomes, but he's got one Super Bowl ring. Like, this is a prove it year for him, and I don't think
he does kind of stink, doesn't he?
He's kind of not as good as he used to be. He's probably the NFL MVP. You know, he's
that guy stinks.
Best player in the league, but it takes a team. And that's why I think the Bengals could be the other team out of the AFC. One way or the other. It's Chiefs, Bengals, Bills. That's who I'm riding with. If it's anybody else, fucking throwing the TV out the window, not watching.
So you don't think it's going to be the Dolphins, the Jags, or the Chargers? You're really stepping out on a limb there.
How about the Ravens?
Oh yeah, the Ravens. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, I just don't. I don't see that happening. Chargers defense, they kind of stink.
Okay. Shock the world. Just kidding. But from the NFC side, who do you have? If you say the Vikings, I'm gonna be mad. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
No, definitely not. I'm rocking with the Niners, man.
Yeah.
I'm rocking with the Niners. They have been playing really good football at the right time. I think their quarterback situation is the best that it's been because he's not going to do too much to lose the game for them.
Yeah.
He's going to go in and manage the game and let the pieces go out there and play ball because that's what they need to do with their stud athletes, right?
What have they been calling him? What are the initials? I think it's BCB. I haven't heard anything of what they've been calling him, but is that what it's for?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like BDN? See? Make the comparisons now. Okay.
I really, really, really like the Niners and
BCB.
I think I got to do it. Yeah, I'm doing the future right now on them. Plus 500 right now. It's not bad. At overall team, you know, and you look at quarterback, like, do they have the best quarterback? No, but they've got the best overall team. I think maybe the Eagles, but that quarterback situation is really sketchy. I do not like that at all. When Jalen Hurts is healthy, totally a contender. Right now, I don't know. I'm not touching that. But the Niners are a terrifying team.
Pieces. And then quarterback.
Defense, man. Oh my God. The Raiders did put up what? 30 on them.
It was in Vegas. They're hungover. It's the way it goes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I think the Niners. You're exactly right, though. The Niners are the Eagles. I mean, that side's kind of a cakewalk, for being honest.
Hey.
What? It is.
Yeah. I don't know. Cowboys?
No way.
No?
No way. If they get past Tommy, which we think they will, by at least 3. No. They're no.
You know what they said about the Bengals last year? No chance.
That's
Look
not
who
true.
made the Super Bowl. I know we're talking about winning the Super Bowl, but Cowboys right now are plus 550 to be the NFC Championship winner. There's your value right there.
If you want to make that donation, go ahead because they're not winning the Super Bowl. They'll get bounced in the second round, and the Eagles or Niners will be playing for Super Bowl. I think it's going to be the Niners, though. I agree. Niners.
That's lame. Where's the discussion in that? Fine, I'll pick another one.
Eagles, but
God. I don't know. I guess
Yeah,
that
it's
was
gonna be
it.
the
It's the
Niners.
Cowboys.
No, it's not gonna be Cowboys.
It's gonna be Niners or Cowboys. Jalen's gonna blow his freaking shoulder out again. I'm calling it right
It
now.
doesn't matter if he blows his shoulder out. He's a running back anyway. So there you go. The Eagles are fine.
They are scary.
Yeah.
That's a good team. AJ Brown. Oh my god. Fonte Smith.
You got strong Batman, skinny Batman, and fast Batman.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's some multiverse shit going on right there.
That is right. But
well, championship exacta. That now here's where there is some good money to be made if you do feel super confident about that combination of teams, right? We've got 5 teams in the mix that we think are, we got 2 from the NFC, we got 3 from the AFC. So could be some potential, there's got to be a way to like hedge your championship bets based off of the other teams that you think could make it, right? Like you could take Kansas City to beat Philadelphia, or excuse me, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Kansas City versus Philadelphia plus 600. Let's see. Bengals versus Eagles plus 1200, something like that. I don't know. Just spitballing here. We got options.
Got options. Don't hate those at all. But this was the Super Wildcard Weekend show. And all of our picks will be posted on Chalkboard, Cover Plus to be exact.
We're giving away some money this weekend too.
Oh, yeah, we are. Have we figured out how we're gonna do it?
Let's figure it out right now. We're giving away $50 to the biggest leg, the most legs win on Thrive.
Yep.
So if everybody loses and you had a 2-leg player prop that hits and you submit it, you win.
You use Jamar Chase or Justin Herbert, you win.
You get a free pick. So whoever has the most legs, and we'll figure out a way to do a tiebreaker if we got a couple of them. But we're gonna give away some money to somebody. But sign up through Strive, use code COVERED, match that deposit. So you're gonna use your free money on your props anyways. You're gonna get a free prop, and if you win, you're gonna get more cash on top of it.
So there you go.
It's that easy. I don't know what to tell you.
It is that easy, and we got you covered. Stay tuned.